All right. Good morning, everyone. It is 8:45 on the morning of August 11th, 2021, and this is my trading strategy session for the day. So, what you're looking at right now is FULC. And FULC made one heck of a run yesterday. Let's see, it opened at $13.21, went to a low of $12.07, ran to a high of $22.09, and then closed at $18.77. And now this company reported earnings yesterday, which had an upside surprise just by a little bit, by 5 cents. It was supposed to report at negative 65, and it reported at 60. So, you know, a little bit less worse than expected. But then it also announced good results from a clinical study that it's doing on a drug it's working on for blood diseases. So it had quite a run yesterday. You can see here I've put a Fibonacci retracement from yesterday's peak to the previous day's close. There, I've got a level at the close. So pre-market right now, if it opened up right now, it would open up at $20.35. Well, this is just a continuation play. You know, if I play this today, it's going to be on continuation. So I might play yesterday's close, or I might play one of the Fibonacci retracements here. The 61.8 retracement is at 1675, and the 50% retracement is at 1509. You know, I'll have an eye on it and just kind of see what it's doing after it opens and where it's going and stuff. Really, like if I were to put odds on whether I'd trade this or not today, I'd put odds at about 25%. That I would even trade this today. So really, it's just on watch, but a break past 2209 on FULC is definite. Like if it starts breaking above 2209, I will definitely be looking for entries on it. Otherwise, it just really depends. I'll have an eye on it, whether I trade it or not. You know, it's most likely that I won't. All right, next stock up. GTIM. So this is this is a small cap stock. It's popping up pre-market right now, 28%, almost 28%. And what I find interesting about this one is they just reported earnings, and they had one heck of an earnings surprise, a 3,366% earnings surprise. They reported $1.04, and it was estimated to be 3 cents. And there's there are a couple of things. There's one thing that I like about this is you got a small cap stock that's profitable, and it's just so rare that you actually get a profitable small cap. It's actually running profits. You know, not common for a small cap. You know, it's most common for small caps to run at a loss. So, yeah, this thing's had 4 earnings reports in a row that have been in the black. It's you know, Standardized has reported. Yeah, this thing has been doing. It's been beating expectations quarter after quarter, and it's profitable. You know, small caps there's so many small caps that aren't profitable. So that's something I like about it. Something that I find kind of strange about it is that it has opened up a stock buyback program. Let's see if I can get the headline here. Commence tender offer to purchase. Okay. Good Times Restaurants expects to commence a tender offer to purchase up to 1.4 million shares at a cash price of $4.60 per share of common stock. All right. Well, it only has 12 million shares outstanding. So it's just kind of strange. Why the buyback program? Why are they spending money on buying back stock. There's sort of no liability to avoid by buying back stock that's been issued. If they were paying down debt, or if they were expanding operations, using that money to, I don't know, I don't know. It just seems really strange to me. A stock buyback program. Why? I don't get it. It's strange. It's on watch. If I were to put odds on this one for trading this one today, it's highly likely that I'll trade this today. It's highly likely that I'll get a setup. The first setup that I can see is a push over top of its morning high here, pre-market high of $6.12. It's only 22 cents away from that. A dip down on this, I don't know. We'll see what it does when it opens, where it is when it opens. Okay, so Upstart. Now, Upstart is, it's a name that I've heard a whole bunch of times, and I don't really remember what it is. It reported earnings yesterday after the bell, and had a 151% upside surprise. If it opened up right now, it would open up at $167.04, which is 23% higher than yesterday's close. I threw a Fibonacci on it, and the retracement from its current price at 167.04. Actually, let's see if that changed a little bit. Yeah, that did change a little bit. I might adjust that as I go along here. Yeah. So anyway, for right now, I've got $153.43, or $150.43, and $150 even as a retracement. So if there's profit taking, I imagine there's going to be some really quick profit taking at the open, somewhere really close to the open, and then some buyers will come in, me being one of the buyers, will come in and buy somewhere around the support levels. Those support levels are subject to change, though, depending on where the stock opens up. As you can see, with just the change in the Fibonacci level there that I made, it could be. So let's go ahead and switch it out here. So my levels could change from that 153 to 155, and from 150 to 151. All right. So I'll probably make an adjustment at the open on Upstart. But for right now, that's what I'm going with. Let's see. And then next up, CDAY. Okay. Now, so CDAY here reported earnings about 5 days ago and put in a terrific move. I mean, it did. I don't know why it plunged so low here into the 93 zone, but it went from, if there was somebody that was buying, somebody bought at 93 down here and then sold at the top, which is extremely rare, but they caught a 16.5% run over the past 5 days. So I think there's going to be, at the open, there's going to be some selling, and people taking profits. If it opened right now, it would open up 1.14% lower than yesterday's close at 104.52, 104.52. So I have some price action in this one. And so I'm looking to average in. If it gives the opportunity, if CDAY goes all the way down to between 101.03 and 99.21, then I plan on buying. So we got some movement here on pre-market. Let me take it off the daily. Got some pre-market movement here on FULC. And it looks like it's trying to push for yesterday's high. We'll see what happens at the open. I'm going to take the Fibonacci and make that invisible for a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Let's get to, I haven't even really looked at the broader market yet, so let's get over to it. Portfolio, SPY. And then I always like to view, there are a couple of different things that I like to view in conjunction with the SPY, but my favorite is the VIX. Sometimes I'll use the ad, intraday, and the tick, but mostly it's just the VIX. It's really pretty much been the best thing to measure against, in my opinion. So we've got the high pushing towards, or I'm sorry, we got the SPY pushing into new all-time high territory. Looked like it pushed pre-market into a new all-time high there. But it's just it's fighting it right now. And so the VIX here is working on breaking down. It's definitely below the gap, and it's working on breaking down and testing and possibly breaking through this resistance line right here. Or I should say support, this support line right here. So yeah, I'm bullish. You know, it's the way, I know there are a million reasons to be bearish. The SPY, the broader market, the global economy, everything, there are some really big names out there that are bearish, and for good reason, but there are two good reasons to be bullish, and that is stimulus and the Federal Reserve, and that's pretty much all you got to know in order to negate all the rest of the bad news, is stimulus and the Federal Reserve. So I suppose I'll be looking for the signals that I usually look for with regard to relative strength for an entry on the SPY, and that's on the 1 minute and the 10-minute relative strength indexes. When they correspond and actually oppose, I mean, because they really are inverse of each other, and they give the signal, then I'll be looking for the relative strength entry on some SPY options to the long side. And then let's take a look at crypto, Bitcoin. Yeah, so Bitcoin's leveling off a little bit right here after it ran and broke above this 42,000 mark. What is most likely going to happen now is Bitcoin will probably pull back to either the 42,000 or just above it and start moving up again. Most likely scenario, and when the next move that it makes over top of this area right here, 46,535, will be the next spot to trade long on Bitcoin if you're trading Bitcoin. And that's good news. There's some things that I'm interested in with respect to Bitcoin. Yeah, FULC is breaking over its it's going to open up higher than yesterday's candle. That will be interesting. That definitely places the odds higher that I'll be trading it today. But I want to see it open. I don't want to get involved pre-market. Okay, everybody, that is going to be my strategy session for this morning. Keep your risk tight. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell, and I will see you at the recap. I am out.